you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I see audio levels. Sorry, I totally did a whole preamble and then nobody heard anything I said. Great. Amazing. We'll do it all over again. Let me go through and okay, cool. You can hear me now. Yeah, sometimes OBS is weird that way and forgets my audio channels. Let's see here. What else? We got to do the music. It'll be a moment, guys. Apologies. Well, you know what? Let me get the player audio up first. Player audio should be... Can you guys talk? Can somebody talk?
I can talk.
All right. I see levels.
Recommend this game. Oh, you can't see it because of my background on. But it's a great game called Vase and play it.
Let us know if you can hear Joey. You should be able to.
Yeah, I'm loud.
All right, I just got to change one more thing, I think, for Foundry.
One more thing. Testing the audio.
There we go. Is Foundry working yet? Oh, yeah. I see the levels, so you guys should hear music from Foundry now. Okay, let's do this over again. Welcome. It is gaming night. Man, I wish I could. I think I can trim the stream. Anyway, so we're playing Dragonbane tonight. As usual, thank you, Patrick. I went into a lot of detail about his vast knowledge of Warhammer Fantasy 4th edition. So go hang out in our Discord if you want to get schooled on how the math works there. Yeah, he is the developer of the system. So go, if you're playing Foundry, this is what you're using. And the music you can now hear is by Andreas Lundstrom, more or less. I know that's like my American pronunciation. Official Dragonbane soundtrack, as well as Noel from Heimat der Katastrophe. Links down below if you want to check out their music. All right, let's get back to it. Oh yeah, like the stream. Maybe you saw my thumb when I was completely silent. And anyway, last time you guys made it all the way to the Chasm of Caves after talking to Tephalas, another old man. You guys think these woods are riddled with old men. You've only met two. But anyway, you talked to him a bit, and he wished you well. And you guys headed over to the Chasm of Caves. You took a little bit of a detour, though. You took a back road and found yourselves at the very top of this ravine or this chasm, and noticed some goblins. Only three hobgoblins down below, drinking, singing. But what also caught your eye are two individuals who are strung up to these logs that are set up right, and they are not moving. You guys explored further. I believe it was Dagwood who scouted ahead, got a better look, as well as Brine with her eagle eye ability to see more of the situation down there. You guys let night fall, and then out comes many, many, many more hobgoblins out of the caves, including somebody who they're kind of centering around. Looks like the chieftain. They all join the three down below where the campfires are burning brightly right now because it is evening. And you guys decided to, I guess, retreat back to the woods, make camp for other plans. And so I think that is where we're going to begin tonight. Is there anything I missed that you guys were set up to do that we didn't cover yet?
No, we were considering going down and seeing what was going on at night. But once everybody all of the hobgoblins came out of the caves, we were like, oh no. So I think that we settled on camping, waiting until morning. Once everybody kind of went back in, went to sleep, we'll go be able to take a closer look and deal with whatever is left down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think we established that the people tied to the posts were either definitely dead, or must have been near dead, because they were like poking and prodding them with their weapons and laughing while cutting into them, and it was awful.
They were not moving. That's when the second batch came out.
Yeah, and they started doing some bone tomahawk stuff to them.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are. You guys went away from the edge of the ravine. You found the forest, more trees to hide in and hopefully make camp. Is that what you guys want to do now, or is there anything else you wanted to do beforehand?
Nope, I think that's what we said we are going to do, just camp.
Okay, you guys know how camping works. Someone needs a bushcraft roll.
We automatically succeed because it's my birthday week.
If only.
I'm a bush. Does that count?
That's true.
That should. I'll do bushcraft, and we get a.
Yeah, you should get. You guys have a tent, right?
Yeah, we get a boom. We have tent. We have furs.
So much rope.
And you only have to do one roll because you guys have a large tent,
Right.
as opposed to individually.
I rolled and succeeded with an 8.
Okay.
Because I think I have the highest bushcraft. My bushcraft is 16. I don't remember what else everyone else's is.
Way higher than Dagwood.
That is pretty damn good. Okay, so yeah, Gwydion, you look around, you find a nice concealed area among some stones and trees. It looks to be a good spot to pitch your tent. I was wondering if I was going to get a chuckle out of that one.
And he does. He pitches it good.
He does. Yeah, he pitches it good. Okay, so yeah, you guys, and I remember you saying you were probably not going to start a fire. You're going to keep everything.
Yeah, low embers at the most.
Okay. Okay,
But,
so you are going to start something then. You tell me.
No, this is too dangerous. This is too risky. Gwydion would not risk it.
It would be really awful if something attacked us up here and we made a ton of noise and attracted the attention of all these hobgoblins. So,
yeah,
I'm sorry, everybody, but we're eating hardtack and rations tonight. Nothing else.
Aww.
If you have to pee lying down.
What if we just light a little fire?
Splash, make a noise.
just embers.
No, we can't risk it. It's too risky.
All right, so you guys are all bedding down?
Yeah.
Okay. Take some time. You get the tent ready. You situate yourself in camp. Is there anything else you want to do before you... Or are you guys setting watch? What's next?
Oh, yeah, we definitely need to watch.
Yeah, I can start out. Dagwood can start the watch.
I'll watch second.
Okay. All right. So, Dagwood, is there anything you're doing or just keeping an eye out during your watch?
If we're near a bunch of like larger stones and maybe like an outcropping that we've kind of like set up tent against, he might try to find a higher location to kind of see. He wants to make sure, especially if there's any scouts, any lookouts of the people who dwell in this valley, that he spots them before they spot us.
Okay. Yeah, so you find some boulders to sit on, to get up. Granted, there's a lot of pine trees rising high above you, but it's the highest point you can manage without climbing a tree. You still do hear the distant chatter and the merrymaking, let's call it, of the hobgoblins down below as it echoes up toward you from the cavern bottom.
Okay.
But other than that, nothing happens.
Okay. So after a quiet watch, he'll climb back down and he'll wake up Gwydion before crawling into his bedroll.
Okay. You do so. Gwydion, is there anything you'd like to do on your watch other than keep watch?
I am one thing I'd like to establish is what am I doing with my horse?
Yeah, good question.
I'm probably just during the watch I'm probably just near her, and I don't have my armor on, just so you know. I have a weapon, but I don't have my armor because that would take too long to take off and then put back on when it was time for my watch. So other than that, I'm not doing anything special in particular. I'm just keeping an eye open and have a weapon on me, and that's all.
Okay, why don't you roll me an awareness check with a boon?
With a boon?
Yeah. You see your horse's ear kind of flick.
Ooh,
and
okay.
She perks up a little bit. Ooh, man, look at that.
Goodness for a boon.
I know, right? A 20 and a 7. So you hear something. Well, first and foremost, you still do hear the distant sounds of the hobgoblins making sound down below in the ravine. But something is, in contrast to that, something is slightly louder. And it's happening deeper into the forest. Almost the way you came, the way you got here.
Oh, shit. Like something's tracking us.
Yeah, it sounds like you hear heavy footfalls. You hear the snap of twigs. You hear the branches of trees swaying. You hear a deep guttural breathing. It is still distant, though.
No, well, then we must be fine. It's far away. I'll just go to sleep. Nah. I'm going to... I'm going to wake everybody up. This sounds bad.
Really?
I'm debating. Because if it's coming this way...
It sounds like, if you had to guess, it sounds like it's coming the way you guys came. So you guys did that roundabout way, right, to get around to the top of the chasm or the ravine. Moved all the way toward the end, and you guys are camping somewhere back there. So it almost sounds like it's where you came from, almost when you guys first entered and looked down into the ravine.
Okay.
And what's up? We got Grandpa's Dice Bag. Welcome. You missed a technical difficulty, so no big deal. Antonio's here. What's going on, man? Considering running some of this game and found my way home by accident. Well, glad you stumbled upon us. Welcome.
I think it's a tough call. Because if I don't let people rest, we could become exhausted. Which would be bad. I think I'd like to go ahead and call a friend.
Which friend do you want to call?
I'm going to call a couple of friends, actually. Guys, what do you think we should do?
Well, you can wake people up and they can go back to sleep. It's not like you're going to completely ruin the night if you do that.
Oh, well, that must be nice. If I know some people that if I wake them up, I've ruined the whole night. So, yeah, I'm going to wake Dagwood up and Brian. And do you even sleep?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to have to have some kind of rest mechanic for sure. So he's not too OP. He kind of, I guess, probably falls into somewhat of a meditative state where he's not truly sleeping, but he's resting.
Okay. So I kind of wake everybody up and I warn them. We've got something not super close by, but very close by. That's breathing heavily, making guttural sows. Brian, I think perhaps it might be maybe
everybody knows you're talking about me, okay?
No, Dagwood, not you. You're Your sleep apnea has actually been quite okay this evening. You haven't stirred even once.
Well, that's because I just went to sleep. I was standing watch.
Well, we do have something though that is close by, and I will remain watching vigilantly. But who's next to watch?
I think Brian, right? Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Brian.
Well, if you want, before I go back to sleep, I can sneak over and see what it is. That way we're not wondering.
Is it close enough? I'm not sure. I would hate for you to wander these woods at night and then not be able to find your way back for some reason.
You look
There's no
over
need
and
for
just
you
like
to
the
wander.
tent flap like closes as Dagwood has like run out of the tent.
What were you saying, Magnus? Oh,
My voice was cracking horribly. I'm gonna use Root Network.
that's right.
Okay, so you're
And-
up and you're going to use that? Okay.
Yeah. If I remember how to play. There we go.
I like that he's gonna sense Dagwood's footfalls leading away from the camp.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
Dagwood is so stealthy.
Oh,
Even Root Network doesn't get him.
that's right.
So is Dagwood doing this simultaneously while Magnus is doing the root network, or are you guys waiting for him to do that first?
He would have waited, I think. But
Okay.
he's open. If everybody's fine with it, he can go check out what it is that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
so
not
you
just-
can Magnus zero in on the direction, which let's just say it's let me think. I guess it would be west. It'd be southwest. I think I'm trying to see the map in my mind. I think it's about southwest from you.
Yep.
It has a very slow tempo, and it is making very large footfalls. If you had to guess. But you also feel the vibrations of the trees themselves kind of bending in its wake.
But I'm only sensing one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds like you hear there's like a boom, boom.
Okay, so with that information, Dagwood will say, "Don't worry, I will not engage. I will, from a distance, see what this is," and then he'll head out of the tent.
Okay. So I'll give you a I'm guessing Magnus, you communicated this to Dagwood?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Dagwood, you have like a really good sense of where this sound is coming from, so you can roll me a sneaking with a boon.
Ooh.
Look at that, 2 13s. Lucky number 13. It is success. So
Right.
you travel a bit of a distance. I mean, it's a little farther than you anticipated, but again, you're kind of trying to keep quiet, so you're not moving as quickly as normal. You do the place where you go to is heavily wooded. You do see, so it's kind of concealed from the moonlight and stuff. It's pretty dark where you are, but you do see a massive shadow kind of lurking in among the trees, basically. You see like what looks to be a huge arm, like the size of a tree trunk, reach up and like pull down a branch, and you hear like a really deep sniffing sound, and then kind of a grunt that you can, it's so deep and resonant that you can feel it in your chest. And yeah, this figure, whatever it is, you can't quite make it out because it's so dark, looks to be maybe scavenging, maybe foraging, looking for something.
Okay, so yeah, just kind of taking that in. Can I kind of narrow down what I think it might be?
I'll give you a beast lore with a bane. Unless you can give me a good reason why Dagwood would be familiar with the animals and creatures of the deep forest.
So I'm not familiar with those at all.
Okay.
Definitely would not be able to even lean on any type of previous knowledge for this.
Okay.
So I think
Yeah.
he will just collect as many details in his mind of what he can pick out about this thing.
Mhm.
And it doesn't seem to be like stalking through the forest looking for, something to kill. Like, it's not something like, I'm not getting that vibe. I'm getting something like that is just kind of,
It's like
seems to be-
looking around. I mean, you hear like these deep resonant snorting sounds, like it's sniffing. You hear grunts. You hear it moving branches aside, kind of stalking its way through the forest. It doesn't appear to you that it is like zeroed in on a particular object or location, just that it's kind of looking for something.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. So as soon as I kind of like see that, I will head back.
Okay. Do you want to try that? Do you want to do the beast lore roll with a bane at all? No.
I have a 5 in it, and with a bane, there's this.
You never know.
You're right. I'll try it, but like, I'm not confident.
Yeah.
So beast lore with a bane.
Oh, that got a 6.
I mean,
though.
pretty low.
But still,
I'm not going to push
not
it,
too
obviously,
bad.
but
Yeah.
so
Unfortunately,
yeah, he'll come back.
Okay, so you make your way back stealthily, quietly, back to the camp with the others.
So I'll get there. I'll come into the tent, very stealthily. I'm going to see if I can get in there without anybody noticing.
Yeah, you just kind of emerge from the forest like a ghost, a rotund ghost.
And then I'm like sitting next. Yes, definitely. So I will describe what it is that I saw, and perhaps somebody who has a better beast lore can take my description and figure out what it is what it was.
That's a good observation. So yeah, he describes what I've already described.
Gwydion jumps, terrified. He didn't realize he was back. It spooks him.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, if anybody else wants to roll a beast lore with a bane, though, because this is, again, sort of secondhand information since you didn't observe it directly, but I will allow a roll for sure.
It's everybody's beast lore.
Mine's 12.
That's not bad. Don't you have good? No, you have like myths and legends, right, Gwydion?
I'm myths and legends. My beast lore is
Right.
like 6 or something.
Okay. And
I'll
Brian,
do it.
you do it? All right.
Thanks.
Magnus.
Hey,
Dude.
Whoa, look at that. Even baned. So Magnus, your root network, of course, helped you as well. That coupled with Dagwood's recounting of what he heard and more or less what he saw. You would have to guess that it's probably something in the troll or giant family.
Ooh.
It's hard to zero in on exactly what it is, but sounds like a massive hulking creature. And you do know that trolls specifically are also nocturnal. They come out at night.
Oh. Well, I'm definitely going to relay that information.
Okay.
We should set up traps.
Well, one thing that we could do is if those hobgoblins are aware that trolls also live in this area along with them, if it gets too close and we know that it has found us and is about to make a lot of noise, maybe we can go ahead and allow it to make that noise. We can get away without fighting it and attract those hobgoblins' attention. We don't want, maybe they can do the dirty work for us and chase it away while we use it as a distraction, maybe.
it's not a bad idea.
I say we just don't do anything. Keep watch. Make sure that it doesn't get too close, and if it does, then we'll make sure that they hear us down at the fire.
Okay. So you guys then are just kind of staying put, keeping an eye out. I guess Brian would be next. Are the rest of you going to go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Brian. So you are up alone. Is there anything you'd like to do apart from listening to what may be a troll or a giant lurking in the forest?
No, she's just gonna keep an ear out for the troll
Okay.
giant.
Yeah, why don't you roll me an awareness check while you're sitting there listening?
Mm,
Oh, dang, your awareness must be high. A 17, success. Okay, yeah, the sound starts to get quieter and quieter, as if whatever it is receding into the distance.
Okay, she's just gonna mumble to herself. Whittian woke me up early from nothing. And that's it.
Okay, yeah, that's all that happens on your watch. So I guess Magnus is left. So Magnus, is there anything you would like to do other than keep an eye out? Keep a root out, I guess.
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So your watch also goes on uneventful as the sounds in the forest diminish and appear to be gone, or at least far enough away to where you can't distinguish where they are.
Oh, I do have a
And then-
question, actually.
Yeah.
Are we still within 100 meters of the fire?
Oh yeah, definitely.
With my route network, could I possibly have gotten a number, like, of how many people are down there?
Yeah, I think I told you guys already. So they saw how many? It was 23 total hobgoblins.
Oh,
There were 3 out of the campfire, then 20 more came out of the caves once the sun fell.
all right. Jumping
Yeah.
down there, not gonna happen.
So speaking of the sun, it slowly rises, burning away the morning mists. You guys find yourself safe and sound so far.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
For my magic weapon, Elrin's Blade, I'm gonna fake roll it real quick because it says my skill in it is 0. And I'm trying to figure out why. And I think that might be why I've always failed with this weapon. I never paid attention to the numbers. I just assumed, it would do the right thing.
Have you ever even attacked with this sword yet?
Yeah. I've attacked with it like twice, I think, and I've always failed. I failed, and it says I have 0 skill, even though I have 18 skill in swords.
All right. Well, let me look at your.
Is it a custom item?
Yeah.
That might be why. It might be not be registered as a sword.
Yeah. Let me check it here. It says skill swords.
Yeah, it says it's set for skill swords. Or is that comma getting in the way of it? That did it. There was a comma after sword, so I
Yeah.
deleted the comma.
I saw the comma. There you go. We're not coders. Don't laugh, Patrick.
We're coders now. We figured it out.
Yeah. We debugged it. We debugged the
Yeah,
comma.
the debugger.
We're pretty much hackers.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Pretty much.
All right. So I was distracted by that. It's morning, right?
It is morning. The sun has risen. Yes.
All
You do
right.
still hear the sound of crackling fire and cackling laughter coming from the ravine. However, fewer voices.
Okay.
So, like, silently, Dagwood will kind of indicate we should, we'll pack up camp, and then maybe head over to where we were at before, where we had a good lookout of the camp and see what is going on down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget to do an entire shift rest roll if you need it, if you're missing willpower, and also don't forget to subtract a ration.
Quantity 2 now.
Yeah, so you
Do
guys...
I still eat?
What did we decide?
Sunlight.
No. I think we decide you don't need to eat.
Yeah, he doesn't
Oh,
eat.
sweet.
Or you
I
eat
have
dirt
extra
or
rations.
something, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think you weren't here last time and we were doing the math and we saw you had some rations. So yeah, I just decided that you don't need to worry about food unless it's like, or maybe you do, but it's like, so for instance, if you were sort of in a prison cell, like a stone prison cell, you need some kind of sustenance. I don't know, maybe it's moss, maybe it's dirt, maybe it's connection with the earth itself of some
Yeah.
kind. So,
Yeah.
but most of the time, you're probably good if you're outside.
Sweet.
Yeah, maybe it could have a reaction kind of like my dagger, where if you're in a place that you don't have access to the sunlight, it's you might not have as your reaction to resting might not be as great.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
For sure. Yeah, I think we decided it. I think you do have, is it root network? It's some ability where you have to be in contact with the earth. It can't be like just, mortared stone or anything like that.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was, but anyway, yeah, you guys are still in this concealed forest grove with the pines rising up around you. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I say we have Dagwood go ahead and scout ahead at that location before, find out what he can, and if need be, depending on what details he comes back with, if we need to get in here to find this pearl, but we need a distraction, I can always...
When you say before, you're talking about like back to the same spot near the fire where you guys were looking, or back the other way where the sound in the forest was?
No, where he was looking at the fire, at the hobgoblins fire, kind of give us information about what's going on there. Gwydion's probably assuming that whatever was in the forest, it's just long gone by now.
Yeah, just so you guys know, like you can see there are other caves.
Yeah.
So it's not just these caves by the campfire. There are other caves you saw like when you entered this area along the edge. So
I think that Dagwood, knowing that the pearl was taken from the guy who was crying the whole time, was by hobgoblins. We need to figure out what they're doing.
yeah, I just wanted to remind you in case like, yeah.
So yeah, Dagwood will sneak back over to his overlook position and check out what's going on down at the fire.
So yeah, you make it there. It doesn't require a roll whatsoever. It's you're not sure if it's the same three individuals or not. They all kind of look more or less the samey to you, but they're doing the same thing. They're drinking, they're eating. The two figures are still strapped to the upright logs by ropes, but that's it. 4 fires are still blazing. There's some tents around.
So there's just 3 of them now.
Correct. Yeah, just 3.
Okay. Dagwood will watch them for a couple of minutes just to make sure there's nothing weird, nobody else walks out or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And once he's kind of confirmed that it's these 3 and everybody else has probably returned to their caves and it's, time to sleep during the day, then he'll head back to the group and let them know.
Okay.
And we can probably go down and see about actually checking this out. I don't know if we want to try and take them out, or if we want to try to sneak past them into one of the caves.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, it is a precarious climb down from where you are. It's a very sheer cliff side, so not impossible to climb down there, but a difficult climb.
We have rope.
Yeah, you do have rope. That's true. Thankfully, you
Lots
guys
of
have
it.
some rope. Lots of rope.
I am not the sneaking type. However, so here's what I was thinking. In a way, splitting the group up.
Split the party.
The three of you could go sneaking into the caves and trying to find that pearl. And what Gwydion is suggesting is that he makes his way back down around, kind of to where he'll be, because we went up and around to be above the quarry, the chasm. What if he goes back with Bellator down around, and in case of an emergency, or just to act as a decoy for any hobgoblins that do come out investigating, I could lead them, he could lead them away to give the others a chance to get out of there safely. Because I would assume, I don't see any wargs or any horses or mounts. I would assume I could outrun them, but give them chase enough to where the others could escape if need be. But with the way my armor is, there's no way I'm sneaking around this place. I have like heavy armor, helmet, broken shield, big weapons.
What are the mechanics of that? Like, is it just like a bane on stealth rolls and sneaking rolls?
Yeah, and they would be stacked though. I think I would get 2 banes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd almost never be making any stealth checks ever.
You could leave your stuff if you want and just barbarian it.
Yeah. What does that look like for your like if you remove like how much damage does your armor soak? Like if you get hit by something?
5 or 4. Let me see. Soaks up 4. And then with my helmet, it soaks up 5.
If you're just wearing your helmet, does it would that be a or a bane on sneaking rolls?
No, just awareness.
I think that might be the way to go. Because if we get caught in the middle of something, number one, you're probably not going to know what happened to us. You're like days will go by.
It's true.
And you'll wonder. And we definitely will need you if a fight does happen.
I could block with my magic sword though.
Yeah.
As it says
I would say leave your armor with Bellator and sneak down with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So he's wearing fabulous, like 1980s Prince level clothes here. We're talking. He looks spiffy.
You are? You got some serious garb?
Oh yeah, I'm a noble.
What's it look like? What color?
So like I'm wearing like crimson silk pants. They're billowy, lots of air going through.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like tight. Okay, so loose pants. Are they the kind that go to your knees and then you got little stockings?
Oh yeah. I've totally got like big leather boots on, and I got like this bedazzled emerald sash, and then of course like a cream color. Yeah, and then like a cream colored billowy shirt, the one on Seinfeld, the pirate shirt.
The puffy shirt, yeah.
Agwood definitely sees this and makes note that if he and Gwydion ever have a falling out, that he is stealing all of this. It would look awesome on him.
And then of course he has his eye patch.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he looks way out of his league, or not out of his league, out of his element. He doesn't look like he's a wilderness traveler, but he is. He also has drip too. Can't help it.
Nice.
All right.
So I think Magnus might do what Gwydion suggested he was going to do. Because a giant tree in a cave might stick out a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know, Magnus.
You've been
We
in
might
caves before. You should. I think you should come. I don't think you should do that.
we might need your root network. We might need your game breaking mechanics while we're in this cave.
Well, remember, Root
you
Network
say
does not
so.
tell you what it is. It just tells you if there's movement or not.
And how many?
No, I don't think so. I think
No.
it's just movement. I think it's movement or not.
Uh,
I would probably allow like some kind of roll if he wanted to get more information, but
well, you
I think
also
should
have the
come with
only
us. I don't think you should. You should do that other thing.
you have the only healing abilities we have too.
That's fair.
mm-hmm.
I don't think this is the time to split the party. It's just my own input. But if you really don't want to come with us, then I guess I understand.
Oh, I'll go.
All right. Hey, if you want to. Let us talk you into anything that you don't want to do.
Oh my goodness, Magnus, you have resurrection?
I do.
That's good to know.
I hope I don't have to
You're
use
staying
it.
right near us.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go anywhere, buddy. We need you at all times.
Don't make me carve a shield out you.
I could use another shield.
Yeah, that's right.
Mine broke.
Magnus gets far away.
So it looks like on the illustration of the location
Uh-huh.
that this kind of drop right here is a little bit less so, and there's that
Yeah.
cave right there,
Uh-huh.
and then like we might be able to like go head down into these trees and kind of make a little bit of a softer, it's less sheer, if we're using the kind of like how this works or how this
Yeah, I
looks
mean, this is
as-
a rough approximation of what you guys see for sure. So
But really,
yeah,
we'd
there
be
is-
looking for like an easier way to get down, maybe out of
Yeah.
view of the hobgoblins, so that if something does happen, they don't immediately spot us.
So you're trying to make your way all the way to the floor of the chasm?
Unless there's something, if we wanted to try and do something, if we wanted to go down to here, but is there like a cave down here where they?
No. The
Okay,
caves
so
are
they are-
all,
it is up on
they're
this
all like
ledge.
higher up. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I guess we just go to this first cave here because they probably interconnect, possibly,
Okay.
as most cave systems do. Well, I shouldn't say most. Like, I'm not a cave expert. I don't know.
You're
I'm
not
a cave
spelunker?
expert.
Yeah, I'm not a splunker. I'm not insane.
So you guys
I
want
mean,
to head to that?
I've been in a lot of caves, and I think that that's the best way to approach this. I pretty much know my way around any cave that we come across.
Oh, it's good to know.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
I
make
think that's
your
the
way-
best one. First cave we go in, that's what we should do. And they're probably all connected. In fact, I'm sure that they will be.
All right. So you make your way down there. Do you want to try to climb down Dagwood, or how are you guys approaching this?
Well, I think maybe a rope to a tree or to a rock to help.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got rope. I have
Okay.
20 meters of rope.
20 meters. Well, yeah, that's plenty. So I'll
Okay.
say, there's a tree or like a boulder or something you find that's near the edge. You fasten that to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
And then, is it Dagwood going down? Are you climbing down? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So give me an acrobatics check with a boon. Not that you
Yeah,
need it.
he looks at everybody holding the rope, and he's kind of like leaning back, so it's like kind of like if he let go, he'd fall off. And he says, "Watch this."
Watch this.
That I can just click on the rope.
No,
under
no, no. If you
acrobatics?
click on
Don't do
if
it.
you just click on well, maybe. I don't know. Let me see. If you just click on acrobatics, it'll
I'll just add the boon.
yeah, then it should yeah. Oh man, so easy. Yeah, you glad how does
this
how
like
does
a free
Dagwood
fall
glide?
off of the thing and like catches the rope as he's going down.
Oh man.
Kind of just sliding to the floor down the rope.
So where are you trying to go? Are you trying to go directly in front of the cave opening, off to the side of the cave opening, left or right? Where did you decide to climb down?
Probably right in front of this cave opening right here.
This guy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you land there and the sun is relatively bright outside. And it's a very dark cave. You can feel the coldness just emanating from there in contrast with the warmth of the sun overhead.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to kind of give give the rope a little bit of a jingle, just to let whoever's next know, and I will be ready to catch anybody if I can, or whatever, to help if anybody does fall.
Okay. One thing you do notice, Dagwood, is that you're down here looking at this cave entrance head on, is that it's small. It's a pretty small cave entrance, not built for the likes of men or elves, let's say. It's not too small for... How tall is Dagwood? I can't remember. Cat people are a little shorter than humans, right?
I think so, but I liked Dagwood. Yeah. I don't have it. I don't think I have it noted on here as how big he is.
That's
so
okay.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be exact, but you're like you're normal size, but you're slightly shorter than a human, probably a little bit.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, granted, a human could fit in here, but it is smaller. It is cramped looking. At least the entrance that you can see so far, which makes a lot of sense because hobgoblins aren't the biggest creatures.
Okay. Looking at the ground right here at the entrance, do I see any signs of anybody using this cave?
Oh yeah,
footprints,
you see,
anything like that?
Yeah, you see footprints. A lot of heavy traffic. Granted, the ground at your feet is mostly stone, but there's enough dust and dirt there to make out footprints.
Perfect. Okay. Then I am ready for the next person. Whoever wants to come down, I will be ready to catch them if they.
Okay. Woodian, did you just tie your horse up? What is the situation with the horse?
So the horse, remember early on I established, like, I just kind of let her, she's not tied up because she's a military horse. She's like a military trained horse. Mm-hmm. So if danger comes, she knows to flee, but she also knows well enough to come back every now and then. She might not be there when I get back, but
okay. I just wanted to make sure what she's doing. So she's not tied up. She's kind of hanging out, and then she's smart enough to know to bail if
something comes. And all I have on me, most of my stuff is on her. So all I got is my helmet, my sword. I still have that staff, by the way, that casts fireball.
Keep it. Or however I sound.
In case one of us doesn't make it and we have a wizard join the party, they could probably find that pretty useful. One that's not afraid of fire.
Roll wizard. Got it.
I could try to go down the rope next, though.
Okay. Why don't you give me an acrobatics check with a boon?
With a boon.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad, guys. I'm going to fall.
If memory serves right, ropes give you a boon to an acrobatics check or climbing check.
It does. Every 10 meters. Does that mean I get 2 boons because I have 20 meters of rope?
Well, you're not climbing that far.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait.
Oh, why you got 3 rolls?
Because I'm cool. Did I give myself an extra one on accident anyway? Hold on, let me re-roll that.
It says rope hemp 10 meters plus 1.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Wow. So you look yeah, how does Gwydion make his way down with his fancy pants?
He slides down by his pinky, you know. He like extends a
Wow.
pinky. Yeah, nah, that's too much. But no, he just looks like. I mean, he's an adventurer. He's not usually this graceful, but he, you know, pushes himself off the edge and drops a few meters, and when he lands, he's like thinking in his head, "Yeah, I did that pretty damn good, better than expected."
All right. So yeah, beside you, Dagwood, lands the fantastic Gwydion, fabulously dressed, I should say, Gwydion.
Yes.
So do you guys?
was
What about
impressive.
Brian and Magnus? Now, are you guys making your way down, or what's the plan there?
Yeah. Brian will.
Okay. So why don't you roll me an acrobatics with a boon? Or I guess if you just click the rope, it auto boons it. Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I messed up. I had 3 because I did both.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, I didn't click the rope.
That's okay. All right, yeah. Brian, you make your way down however you would like it to be.
So before I roll to get down there, am I able to fit into the cave?
You haven't been able to see it yet. So
That's true.
mhm.
All right. Y'all said you were ready to catch me.
Yeah.
Remember,
Look,
you get a boon. You get a boon.
we got to give Magnus a new power. He can grow into a shrub instead of a tree.
Oh man. So
He's
that
gonna need
is a 10. That's a failure. You can try to push it if you'd like, or you can tumble down the cliffside.
What would a catch if we were trying to catch him, so
Oof.
that he did not have to push this? If he just fell and we went to catch him, what would that? You think that would be?
I guess like a strength check, maybe.
I'll catch him. I'm good at catching people. I have to catch Brian all the time, trying to steal my breakfast and all kinds of stuff.
I think also,
Great,
let me
tell me
remind
that.
myself quickly of what the falling rules are, because that should be part of it. Okay. Falling, page 53. Hard surface inflicts a number of d6s of bludgeoning damage equal to half the height of the fall in meters. Okay. So a fall of less than 2 meters inflicts no damage. The successful acrobatics roll reduces the number of d6 by half. So you can do that too. Round it up. Armor does not protect against falling damage. So half the height, let's see, a number of d6s of bludgeoning damage equal to half the height of fallen meters. So I would say that's just like a d6. But also, Magnus is like a pushing 8-foot tall tree man. So Gwydion, you can...
I'll push the roll.
You want to push it? Okay.
Can I propose one cool homebrew idea I just thought of?
Yeah.
If somebody agrees to try to catch somebody and they succeed, could we do it where like the damage is divided by the 2 so that not one person's taking
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out, because you would probably, even with a success, you would...
It would still hurt.
Yeah, I would say you'd absorb some of the damage. So we can do that. Granted, I
Okay.
think it'd be like it'd be pretty much like a D6. It's not a terribly far fall from where you guys are. So it'd be like a D6, I guess, divided by 2.
So let's do that, because it would be funnier and it would keep Magnus from having to get a condition to try to push it, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to catch you. I have 17 strength.
True. That is true. So give me a strength check. And then what we'll do is roll a D6 and divide the damage between the both of you.
So I like to think this looks like Magnus trying to mimic what Dagwood did and failing miserably.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d6. So that's 5. So I'll just say 2. Is it rounded up or rounded down? What did it say on the?
I think you round up on damage.
Okay. So then I guess that'd be 3 each.
Okay.
So yeah, Magnus, you come tumbling down. You are made of all kinds of pointy bark shards and splinters. And so, yeah, Gwydion, he's a lot more difficult to catch than you imagined, and a lot heavier than you imagined. But he falls in the arms, basically, barely. And you guys both suffer 3 points of damage. Then your hand is...
awesome.
He looks up at you, Gwydion.
Oh, light as a feather. Yes. See, I'm glad we did that because he can heal that 3 damage pretty well, and he only has 7 hit points. I didn't realize he had so little hit points, Magnus.
I'm a hollow tree.
He has 7 hit points.
Okay. So Dagwood will kind of like start approaching the cave and looking inside, seeing if he can see anything, seeing if he hears anything.
Yeah, so you are you going to go inside, or are you just going to hang around the mouth of the cave?
No, let's go inside.
Okay. All right, give me a moment. And I need to find you guys a new map. Where is it? There we go. And let me bring you guys. You guys went down to... Sorry, let me go back really quickly here. 3... Okay. So Dagwood is the first in. And you're going solo for now, right? Just kind of having a little look-see. Is that right?
I think since the entrance of the cave is so small, he'll just take it. He'll go in first, just to see what is right here, like right at the entrance.
Okay. So you slowly descend down some stairs. And let me activate this so you can see. There you are. So you slowly descend down some stairs and come face to face with a hobgoblin guard staring you down.
I freeze and try to like see if I'm like in the shadows at all. Is he like, can he see me, or am I still kind of hidden?
I'll tell you what, I will give you a I'll give you a sneaking check with a Bane.
Okay.
To see if you can make it at least into the entrance without him noticing you. Okay, that is a success. So you kind of tiptoe your way with your soft paws down the steps, and you see some torchlight flickering, and you see it being somewhat occluded by a gnarled short figure. The cavern is very cramped in here, so even you, it's kind of like even you wouldn't be able to maneuver very well in here.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you guys know, mechanically, the way it works in Dragonbane is any melee attack, with the exception of, I think it's piercing and subtle weapons, require a Bane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then also, I would probably also rule that any kind of crazy fancy footwork, flips, jumps, any kind of agility-based stuff would probably be baned as well. Outside of just moving around, basically,
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you make it down there. Yeah, you see a hobgoblin. He's just standing there with a...
looking in my direction. Do I see the one behind him as well?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
You see what you see on the map. So you see another one lurking back. However, the one right in front of you has a short spear. And he has a small shield, and he's just kind of... He's doing the idle move. He's kind of sniffing around, looking over his shoulder back and forth, and the one behind him appears to be armed with a bow, a short bow.
Okay.
And they both are on high alert. They're both keeping an eye out.
And there's no way past them. They're pretty much, this first one is blocking any way to sneak past them.
Yeah, he's like right there in the intersection. Granted, there's a bunch of passageways leading south, north, further to the west. But yeah, he's right there in the middle of this intersection as the stairs from the entrance level off to the cave floor.
Okay. I think that Dagwood is going to like gently reach into one of his pouches, and he's going to pull out one of the marbles that he has. He has a whole bag of marbles.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to look behind him. If he looks behind him, kind of like glances at the cave entrance, can he see anybody there?
So you descended. If you turn around, you see sort of the sunlit shape, the exit, but you don't see anybody unless anybody is sort of, doing this, like looking in. But presumably, I would assume anyway, they're to either side. But you guys tell me what you're doing.
Is anybody else looking in the cave? I can come back out to let you know what's happening, but I was going to get things started here and see if I could distract them.
Get things started.
It's probably peeking.
Yeah, and you're so small, you're probably just kind of look like another stone. So yeah, I'll say you see like Bryn's little head kind of peeking around the corner. But again, she's backlit by the sun, so it's just like a half circle formation of this cave entrance.
So I maybe am not able to see Brian's features, but she could probably see mine.
Well, you're
trying to think
pretty
of like
dark.
how like it looks like if you're looking inside of a dark.
Yeah, so
outside,
it goes down, right? Yeah, exactly. So she's acclimated to the sunlight, looking into a dark hole, and you went down some steps to get to where you are. Okay. So you're even descending further downward. So she's kind of looking down into a pit of blackness right now.
Okay, well then I am going to softly sneak back up so I can let them know. Because I don't want to get in a fight and then not have them know anything of what is happening. So
yeah, do me another favor. Roll me another sneaking with a Bane as well as you make your way back up.
Okay.
Easy work. Okay, a 15 succeeds. Actually, it was why did it choose? Oh yeah, I'm thinking backwards. High is better. Anyway, so you make it back up quietly. You're greeted.
Yeah, I'll get to the entrance. Mm-hmm. Just I don't want to go all the way back out because like now I'm like kind of adjusted to in here.
Uh-huh.
And I'll whisper to Brian and I'll say, "There are 2 hobgoblins. They're right down at the entrance. If we want to go in this cave, then we're going to have to distract them or fight our way through them. What do you think we should do?" Try another cave.
Yeah, maybe we try another cave and see if there's more hobgoblins.
There are definitely other caves you guys saw from where you were.
Yep. So Dagwood will drop the marble back into his pouch and it'll come back out.
Okay, so you guys are back outside the cave.
And
yeah, go ahead.
This one right here. Mm-hmm. What would it take for us to get over there? What do we have to go down?
That would be another. No, you could probably climb down the rock, but again, it's a very sheer drop. It would require a climbing check, and a new rope if you want to get it booned, of course.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tie my rope off and then and then head over to that location, that other cave.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Okay.
you find some areas to tie your rope, so you can climb down there, and you'll get a boon with your acrobatics check. Success, of course. So you make it down yet again to another cave entrance. It's very similar in size, sensation. There's a cool air just wafting right out of it with a kind of a funk on the wind.
So it looks like I'm probably closer to the hobgoblins that are down at the fire. Do I see anything different?
They're about I think this whole chasm was like 30 meters tall, I think. Let me double check really quick. I just want to make sure I got the distance right. So I don't let's see here. Oh, it's 200 meters long. Could have sworn it gave me a height. Let's just say, so it's 200 meters long. Let's say it's like, yeah, I guess around 30 meters. I don't know why that stuck in my head. So you make it down there. I'll say you're kind of at the halfway point. Mm-hmm. So, it's a good like 40 feet or so down below.
Okay. So a couple questions then.
Yeah.
Looking at the hobgoblins that are down at the fire, I notice anything different? Anything that's more obvious that now that I'm closer to them?
No, it's all the same kind of stuff. I mean, you're seeing them in much more clarity, but 4 campfires, 3 hobgoblins, the 2 men who are tied to the post or to the logs, and that's about it. They haven't noticed you.
Before the rest come down, I want to check out the rest of these 2 caves, the entrances to them, so that if it's worse, that they don't have to climb down and then we have to climb back up to go back into that cave. So he'll check that first before they have to make their attempts.
Okay, so
and then he'll motion if it's better.
So yeah, the first one you check. Let's see, you were there. And you said you're checking this one
first? Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, let me bring your token in. Okay. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, hang on. It's the wrong... I gotta remove your other token, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yep.
There we go.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I had both. I had both tokens on the map.
Right,
so
I was like, this is exactly the same.
Yeah, you
hobgoblins in sight, it looks like.
Yeah, you peer inside. Again, it's very much cramped. You see this tunnel kind of going to the east, and you see what looks to be torchlight flickering in the distance.
Perfect. Okay, he'll step back out and he'll motion for everybody else to come down to this level. It's much better.
Okay, so we got to go through the exercise of the acrobatics checks with climbing to see if everybody is able to make it safely. And I will say that you guys are much closer to the camp now. So quite possibly going to be easier to be heard if you are loud. Like, let's say, falling.
Right, that makes sense. Well, I need... Or hold on, I can do it from here, right?
Yeah, you can click on your rope or whatever you want.
Trying to find... Oh, there we go. Passive Glory NPCs. Or PCs. My token's not on the map, so I couldn't just click my token to get to my skills.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not here yet.
But I found it. You said acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics with a boon, because you have a rope.
Well, let's hope. I got a 5.
Oh, dang. Oof. Okay. That is a failure. Unless you would like to push it. Up to you.
Yeah,
Take
we'll
a condition.
probably push it.
And don't forget, there's always helping mechanics in this game, guys. If you guys come up with creative solutions to aid each other that make sense within the narrative, like you can get extra boons. Unfortunately, a 12 is also a failure.
I'll just keep the failure.
Okay. So you make it to the map, Gwydion. Let me move your... There you are. So you crash down to the side of the mountain, basically. So luckily you're not, but you're going to take 9 points of damage as you, actually, sorry, you can roll an acrobatics check if you want, and I believe that mitigates some of the damage. I was just looking at it. A successful acrobatics roll reduces the number of d6s by half. Round it up.
Well, we could try.
Can I assist in catching?
Failed that acrobatics as well.
Oof. I would say if
before I said anything. So
yeah, were you guys? I mean, you guys really weren't communicating in terms of, hey,
I think we're trying to
catch
be
you if you
quieter
fall.
here because of the hobgoblins that are so close to us. So it would make sense.
Exactly. Okay, so you fall terribly and onto the ground, and you do make a little bit of a ruckus. And let's see here. Let me roll. I gotta roll something.
Does Gwydion have a healing potion?
I think you guys do, right? Didn't you get them from the caves, the other caves?
I have 2 of them.
Let me see. I do not.
I'm gonna pass you one since you don't have one.
Okay.
I'm also going to say, oh, you didn't. I check out what your sitch, and I'm like, you didn't tear those clothing, did you? Make sure dust off your shoulder. It still looks good. All right.
He wants those clothes in pristine condition.
Okay, so you land on the ground very painfully, taking 9 points of damage. And you see this entire thing, and you hear the entire thing, Dagwood, as Gwydion collapses behind you.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys wait a beat, and you don't see any movement down below from the hobgoblins.
Okay. So I did pass him a healing potion. Made sure that his clothes are in good condition still, perfect condition. And then, if he's okay, we didn't cause any alarm, then I'll like motion over to the rest of the group and kind of motion for them, the next person to come.
Okay, and Magnus and Brian, you saw this this misstep. Saw and heard it.
Okay.
So what would you guys like to do?
Brian will try to climb down.
Okay, so just need an acrobatics check with a boon. Okay, a 9 is success. You make it down there safely and quietly.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm gonna say is sorry in advance.
Oh man.
At least it takes the 8 and not the 20 because it was a boon, not a bane.
So do you want to push it? Do you want to... What do you want to do?
I'm gonna push it. He's gonna feel disheartened, not being able to get down with everybody. Oh my god!
Okay, 13 is also a failure. So you crash down onto the hard stone,
On top
like
of
dry wood, and
woody.
take 9 points of damage.
Oh, that knocks him out.
Yeah.
He
But let me move
splinters.
Yeah, he splinters, exactly. So I'll move you down here, regardless. So yeah, you take 9 points of damage. I'm guessing that, yeah, you're out, you're down. Starting to roll death saves, most likely, unless somebody else has like a healing check they'd like to make on him.
Um,
Oh, I need to move Brian down there too, I forgot.
My healing is a 6, so
Should have borrowed some of Tephalas's bandages. Or do you guys have bandages? Does anybody have bandages? They'll give you a boon to a healing roll.
I think I'll just administer this potion to him.
Okay, because just as a reminder, he can do some death rolls.
If I get up, I'm able to heal myself if we want to save the potion.
Yeah, what is your what are you, so you, how far did you go down hit point wise, Magnus?
-2.
Okay, so -2. So yeah, basically you guys can do a couple of things. I would allow, you know, some kind of healing to be administered, whether it be potion, whether it be a healing roll right now. Otherwise, we'd move on to have him start to do some death rolls, which is a roll against your con.
I can just picture Dagwood like looking at this tree and going like, ah, like starts to like tap it in places and like, I don't
Oh yeah, shit! I need to
Where
roll
is his
something
mouth?
else too.
I don't.
Where's what?
His mouth.
Oh, his mouth. Okay. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to have him do the death rolls? Do you guys want to give him a healing potion? What are your thoughts? So all he needs to do is he just has to have 3 successful death rolls, and then he'll recover D6 HP.
All right. I say we let him do the death rolls. If he gets 2 failures, we just use the potion on him.
I agree.
Do I have to roll a below or above my con?
Below.
Well,
So
my
your
con's
con
a
and
7.
below.
Yeah, that's what you might die. We might have to use the potion.
There's one.
Well,
Number
What did
2.
you get? What was your first roll?
15.
Oh, Lord.
I can't tell if that's a 19 or... Oh.
Oh. So one more and Magnus is, you know, firewood basically.
Still useful.
So,
All right, Becky, do we use the potion on Magnus, or do you want to roll up and
Y'all want to use the potion?
I don't mind using the potion. If it keeps you alive.
I'm down for the potion.
All right,
If
so
it
I'm
brings me
going. Gwydion will. Gideon just appears. Frog person. Gwydion will administer the potion that Dagwood gave him for himself to his friend and ally Magnus. So
Wow,
that's
what a-
2d6.
okay. So you can roll
I'll
that
roll
if
that.
you want to, Gwydion. Oh, man.
You get 3 hit points back.
now you can heal yourself.
But yeah, now you can
Yeah.
heal him.
So you're at 3
So-
total, and you can heal yourself if you'd like, yeah.
Do those failures stay?
No.
No, they go away.
You can clear
Okay.
them out of your, if they're not
Sweet.
The only time they stay is if we're in combat. I think they stay during combat.
That makes sense.
Okay, cool. They're not. I don't even see them on your character sheet. So
I am then going to cast Bark Regeneration.
okay.
Get back some HP, which is a D6.
D6, yeah.
Roll a 4.
And thankfully,
oh my goodness.
Remember, this only works while in direct sunlight, which thankfully you are, or touching natural earth. So that was the one that had like a limitation.
Yeah.
Okay, so you healed 2 more hit points. You're a total of 5, right? I believe.
Yes.
You gained 3, so you have 5. Okay, so yeah, your life flashed before your eyes, but you are back on your feet. All standing at the mouth of this cave. Well, I guess Dagwood's at the forefront of it.
Mm-hmm.
Attract any attention with that from the 3 below?
No, so they look to be still occupied with their laughing and singing and drinking and eating down below.
At that, then Dagwood will look at everyone. Everyone looks ready. He will set foot in the cave.
Okay, so like I said, this cave, the second you step right in, you see that it branches to the south, directly to the west, and then it looks like a little bit up toward the north. It kind of is snaking around. It's a natural cave system, so you can kind of put 2 and 2 together and see that some of these paths connect. But directly ahead, there is a torch burning on the wall to the west.
He's gonna motion behind for everybody to kind of follow, and then we'll take that step right there. Sees the tunnel. He's gonna peek around this corner right here. Just he's not gonna step out. He's just gonna peek in real briefly, quickly, and see if there's anything there.
Unfortunately, the torchlight doesn't reach that far, so it's all cast in shadow from where you are. So there's you can see in Foundry anyway, there's a direct line where the torchlight is cut off because there's another cavern wall in the way. But yeah, you can definitely see that it's open. You can't tell how far down it goes, but that it does keep going.
He's gonna see if he can. He's gonna move across this opening as quickly as he can.
Okay, so that means you're just gonna
to
dash,
the torch?
or are you trying to sneak, or are you trying to dash, or what are you doing?
Yeah, he does a quick like a roll. He rolls across the gap quickly to avoid anybody that might be looking.
But I mean, mechanically speaking, so I guess if you're trying to be really fast, you're not trying to. So you're trying to be quiet. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, why don't you roll me a sneaking check, which is probably going to be super easy for you. There's always a chance, though. There's always a chance. Always, which I'm. Okay,
not for Dagwood, though. He will always succeed.
So you make it across. You sneak across. Remember, these caverns are very cramped. So any kind of insane footwork is going to be baned. But you sneaked across successfully, and you're kind of standing there, just right against the torchlight as it's burning against the wall. And you do see now.
So if I doused this torch to make it dark in here, is there can your eyes adjust to the darkness? You know what I mean?
No.
Or it would be just pitch dark.
Yeah, so there's no basically in Dragonbane there's no night vision whatsoever. There is a condition of, I think, dimly lit. But you're basically standing right by a blazing torchlight. And so, as you know, in real life, if you're in light, I have a light in my face right now, beyond it, it's kind of just darkness. It's hard to see anything.
Okay.
So if you're in light looking into darkness, it's just going to be pitch black, basically.
So he might have. I was considering putting that torch out so that we would be in dark sneaking around, but I do want to see what is going on.
Yeah. Why don't you roll me? Are you going back?
Yeah, I was gonna go down this southern thing, but I wanted to get everybody else in here also.
So before you do that, roll me an awareness check.
Okay.
Okay, a 6 is a success. So just beyond the bend, it's kind of hard to pinpoint precisely where it's coming from. It could be coming from up further north in that passageway that you see lit by the torch. It could be coming further to the west. But you hear the sound of bodies shifting. You hear breathing. It's kind of a rattly breath. You also hear a little bit of chatter that is so quiet it's impossible to distinguish. But it almost sounds like speaking.
The breathing that I hear, what's other than the chatter? Does it sound like sleeping, like sleep noises?
No, it's not. It's not like that even and slow breathing and steady. It sounds like someone who's awake.
And I can't tell if it's coming from the north or the south.
It's tough to really pinpoint it because the cave system is kind of windy and echoey and stuff. But it could be. It sounds near. I'll just say that. It sounds relatively near. And you can see from where you're standing that the cave system does branch off to the west a bit. But also it's most brightly lit heading to the north where you do see another torch flickering on the wall.
Okay. I'm not going to go that way now. I'm going to move back into this and I'm going to look down. I think I can see Brian like peeking into the entrance of the cave, and I'll kind of like give a motion like indicating that it's safe and that she can come on in.
Okay. She'll notify the others and she'll...
Dagwood is going to walk south.
Okay. So, Brian, what are you going to sneak in, or are you just walking in casually? Yeah? So give me a sneaking check, please.
Okay.
Okay, 3 is success, so you make it all the way to where you are. You saw Dagwood kind of turn the corner toward the south, take a left, and disappearing into darkness.
Okay.
So Dagwood, you're standing here. There's no more torchlight. It's dark. It's cold. It's damp. What would you like to do?
Listening.
Okay.
Trying to see if I can determine if there's anything down here. I'm going to go south again, further into the dark.
Why don't you roll me a spot hidden? Okay, failure. You can try to push it if you'd like, but up to you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll push it. Let's go. Strength.
Exhausted, eh? Okay, 11 is a success. So as you are making your way south, you feel like more yawning coldness coming at you from the west, and also you feel something on your paws. Are you wearing boots, or are you barefoot? Are you like cat pawing it? I can't remember.
I think that he probably does not wear boots. I think that he probably...
Yeah, that makes the most sense. Okay. So on your sensitive paws, you feel something. So the ground up until now has been cold stone with a bit of, scattered pebbles and dirt and stuff like that. But you're stepping on something that feels curiously like grass. Granted, it's still among the stone. It's not like grass growing up from the ground, but as if some blades of grass have been cast underfoot. You can't see anything, but you can kneel down and you can feel it.
Yeah, I'll kneel down and examine it closer.
So you kneel down, pick it up between your fingers, presumably, and it feels like hay. It crackles in your fingertips and it has a dry, fibrous texture to it.
What does it smell like in here? My first
stinks.
thought was, does it smell like an animal it lives in here?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, it smells like foul body odor, probably some fecal matter. As far as like if it's hobgoblin or if it's something else, you're not sure, but it doesn't smell like a farmyard. It smells worse than that.
Okay, I'm going back. That's to me reads like.
But before you do that,
Okay.
So in the next one, like when you were right here,
yeah,
you did sense that so like I said, to the west, it kind of there's more coldness coming at you, as if this passage is kind of opened up a little bit larger. And to the south, you hear the trickling of water, and you can kind of see glints of reflectivity just barely in the dim light on the walls. And you can see that this part of the cavern actually narrows completely to a dead end to the south.
Okay. All right. Knowing
So not
that,
go ahead.
feeling the straw, I am going to head back up.
Okay.
And I
So
will
not to keep going.
whisper to Brian. There's straw on the ground, almost like an animal lives in there, or maybe it's what they use for beds.
Okay. So it's not safe.
It doesn't feel safe. No, it really stinks.
So Brian
Really
is, as Brian as Dagwood is whispering this, you hear the shift of movement coming to the west.
From the west?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you hear like a little,
I think we should go back. It doesn't seem safe.
and you hear footsteps coming closer.
I'm going. She goes.
Are you trying to sneak back out, or are you running out?
Have you ever like tiptoe ran?
Okay, well, I'll need I just need to know if you're trying to be quiet, basically. That's all.
Yeah.
So roll me another sneaking check as you make your way out.
Oh,
Wow.
She
Look
just
at that.
flies up.
You are like the wind. And Dagwood, you see this, and you see a long shadow stretching from the
He
south.
immediately backs up into the shadows
Into
of
the darkness.
Into the darkness, and he pulls his dagger out and kind of holds it close to his chest.
So you see this long shadow crawling across the floor, slanting up on the cavern walls, and it's a silhouetted figure. And you can see him emerge, and it looks very similar to the individual you saw down below in the other cave entrance. He's holding a short spear. You can see like his skin glistening. He's got hair shooting out everywhere, pointed ears. He's kind of just he's kind of grunting, like he's looking around. He's like sniffing.
Okay. He's Dagwood, I think at that point is going to pull the marble out of his pouch.
Okay.
And he's going to toss it like over here.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna toss those marbles to where basically
with the
Brian
thought
went?
of hoping this guy will walk past him.
Yeah. Okay. So you toss the marbles, clink, 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 clink. And then immediately you see this guy move down into the torch out here. And so when he comes out, what are you doing, Dagwood? Are you just trying to just stay in the shadows behind there?
Yeah, my back is to this wall right here. So as he walks past, I'm watching, I have my dagger out,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm waiting until he continues. Like at this point, I wouldn't do anything, but if he goes one more step.
Okay. So he stands right there. He's sniffing around. He has his spear at his side. He brings his little shield up, and he's just... It's like he's moving his mouth, talking to himself, thinking. And he spots one of your Actually, tell me this.
Oh, my tail. My tail is just out in the hallway.
Were you trying to throw these marbles like to roll pretty far away, or like just in this spot right here to kind of drop them?
More in this spot. It was just one marble. It was just to make a
Oh,
little
just
bit
one.
of a
Okay.
yeah, just to make a little bit of a clack clack against the stone.
Okay. So yeah, he moves over there, and he moves all the way to this spot, and he actually, I should probably roll for this. Okay. He's kind of looking around. He seems confused. He looks back over his shoulder. He looks up the ceiling. He looks down, and he's kind of hunched over, just looking north. And he moves up to a little bit further into the mostly covered by darkness. You can kind of see the back of him illuminated by what little torchlight reaches up that far.
Do we see each other?
That's what I'm saying. So
No.
what are
Dagwood at this point
and
is going to step
Brian-
out behind him.
Okay.
That's what he wants to do.
You want to
Like,
sneak up behind this guy? Are you doing a sneak attack? Because that's certain mechanics.
It's going to be a sneak attack.
Sneak attack. I got to look that up. I don't think we've ever done a sneak attack. I think you have to roll a... Let's see here. Okay, first you got to make a sneaking roll. Move close enough to attack in melee combat within 2 meters for most weapons. Gives you a bane. If you fail, the enemy notices you, draw initiative. If you succeed, your attack counts as surprising, which means that you can choose any initiative card you want. You also get a boon on the attack.
So I also, I don't know if I have to declare it now, but I am going to use if I succeed in this, I'll use the assassin heroic ability. I don't think so it's just passing a stealth check or sneaking check and then the attack, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. So if you succeed on the sneaking roll, you're going to get a boon on your attack because you are further than 2 meters away. Within 2 meters would give you a bane. And then, let's see. If you do succeed, you'll count as surprising, which means you can choose any initiative, blah, blah, blah. You also get a boon on your attack. And the target neither can dodge or parry. Also, though, which I'm guessing you're going to be using a subtle weapon increases the damage by 1 die. For example, 2d8 instead of d8. And sneak attacks are always performed individually by one attacker against one target. So, if you succeed with sneaking...
for me. There's no way I'm going to fail this.
Yeah, you're going to get... Yeah, you're not going to fail your sneaking. Well, this will be the time. Watch.
It will be.
This will be it. All right, so first and foremost, roll me a sneaking check. So before you're basically over here. So if you were right here, that means you would get a bane. So, but because there's some distance separating you, first roll me the sneaking attack, and let's see if that's... Or the sneak. Easy. That's a 3. So you make your way up stealthily behind this hobgoblin. You can just smell the stink, rolling off his shoulders. And then so you're going to get also a boon on your attack. And then the damage itself, what is you're using your dagger, right?
I'm using my dagger. Yep. And also the assassin. Oh wait, how do I activate that? So that gives me an extra d8 of damage.
Nice.
And what did assassin do? That gives you more damage as well?
Yeah.
It's your sneak attack deals an extra d8 damage. I can combine it with backstabbing, which I don't have.
Oh shit! So you're gonna get
D8 this ability
from
before
this.
after you roll a hit. Okay, but before you roll damage, so if you don't hit it, this won't activate.
Yeah, and then also, if you're using a subtle weapon, increases the damage by 1 die. So that's in addition to that. So it's gonna be 3d8.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go up behind him and try to stab him in the throat.
And what weapon are you using?
The midnight dagger, which means I roll with a bane because it is during the day.
It's daytime. Okay. All right, let's see what happens.
I'm rolling with 1 bane. Okay.
Well, you're rolling with a Bane, but you get a... It doesn't matter. You succeeded either way. So even though you're rolling with a Bane, it cancels out one Bane because you successfully did the sneak attack, which gives your attack a boon.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so with a 12 success, this guy, he does not see you coming. He's just there lurking, looking left and right, down further into the darkness. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, so if I just click roll damage, let's see if it'll roll all three of them. It only rolled...
No, so yeah, you need to roll another 2d8. Okay, so a total of 10.
Rolled an additional 1d4. Oh, that must be from my dagger. Never mind.
Yeah, that's your damage bonus. So, yeah, okay, it's 10 points of damage. So what does Dagwood do with his dagger?
Yeah, he does a full, like, behind, like, comes up behind him and tries to, like, cut his throat.
Okay. You reach around him, around his neck. You draw the blade across his neck. And... Okay, you feel hot blood just gushing out of him. And he screeches and his... Yeah, you try to do that. His mouth opens so wide, your fingers slip into his nasty hot mouth and you can feel his sharp teeth as he flails in pain. But he does not drop. He is still standing. And as his cries echo through the caverns, you hear more sounds of and all of these you hear footfalls pattering down the cavern floor steps in seemingly all directions. And I guess that's where we're going to end tonight, everybody. Right before the combat begins. Unless, really quick, is there anything Gwydion... I know we didn't talk to Gwydion or Magnus while all this was going on. Was there anything you guys wanted to do? Briefly?
Nah, I think I'll just anticipate drawing initiative cards next time we play.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to end it there. Thanks for hanging out with us on the stream, everybody. Much appreciated. Thank you, Patrick, for the system. As always, I don't think I could play this game manually. I forget how to roll everything. Thank you, Andreas and Noel, for the tunes. And thank you guys again for watching. And we will see you next week to see how all of this unfolds with some more Dragonbane. And yet again, I do not have the... I found the end stream button. So have a great night, and we'll see you guys next time.